Welcome, Valorant Draft Circuit viewers. I am Potato Aim. I am going to be one of your casters here today. I'm joined here by Cryo. Cryo, how are you feeling?
I'm kind of sleepy, but I'm ready for an exciting match between Blaze and Aesthetic. I think it's a rematch, so this should add another layer of interest, I guess is a good word for it.
Well, Cryo, I think this upcoming match will probably wake you up. Both of these teams they have been dominating pretty much this entire season. The winner of this game will go on to play L7 in the grand finals. So this will probably be hopefully a great match to watch.
I'm inclined to agree. Both teams, I've seen a lot of good things out of the Blaze. I've casted a couple of their games, and they look kind of scary, but I'm expecting similar levels out of Aesthetic here. And our first map's going to be Breeze. A lot of long range duels that can be taken. Really leans heavily into like the cracked aimers of Valorant. And immediately we're hovering a Yoru, so I don't think that's going to be taken very seriously.
We see the Blaze over on defense here, and over on attack, you'll see Aesthetic starting to hover some agents. We do see that all-important Viper over on the Aesthetic side. See if they'll figure out who's playing Viper on defense. Looks like it's going to be possibly Tulips. No
Viper's
team
kind
has
of a
locked
main.
in yet. Ooh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have. Words. But Viper is kind of a mainstay on Breeze. Running Breeze without a Viper is a little bit troll, is a little bit too funny. And in a match with stakes this high, I don't think they're gonna be they don't want to get as funny. Run the Viper. No chamber on either. Okay, I take it back. There is a chamber. Audi immediately
So
hovering it
far,
as soon
though,
as I
no
say a
one
word.
has locked in yet. So as these agents continue to change around, we'll see how this goes. Looks like an Astrolock and a Sova lock all coming from the Blaze. Double controller probably going to get run over here on the Blaze side. And over on Aesthetic, see a pretty Oh,
We didn't lock.
it
We
looks
dodged
like
Breeze. This
it
isn't
looks like
ranked,
we
guys.
dodged. We
Uh-oh.
have, unfortunately, some technical issues going on over here. So in the meantime, Cryo, how was your season?
It went pretty. It went well until it didn't, but it's fine. We set our sights on the next season. How's yours? I noticed a trophy by your name here in
You
Discord, so
know, yes, my team was fortunate enough to get to finals, and then we beat AT, sorry,
no,
um, in finals, and I'm really happy to see that it's, you know, my team's hard work really paid off. So very excited to be here too.
yeah, just conquered the scene over and actually playing now wants to take over casting for VDC. Just
Yeah, yeah,
potato saw
slowly,
potato. I forgot the quote. Okay, let me. Mm, potato
slowly taking
arrived.
over.
Potato saw. Potato conquered. I don't want to say words. Okay. Uh, Random filler things for this little tech pause we find ourselves in. Tulips is finally back. Hi, Tulips. Welcome back. And so is Cousin. Internet moment.
Yeah, we love technology.
Looks like
Looks
both
like we
teams are
are
ready.
heading back in to Breeze, back into Agent Select here. We'll see if they run the same comp.
I'm surprised Lucky number 7 choosing not to go for the chamber. I did see him on chamber and performing very well yesterday. Okay. God. Oh, great. Excellent. There will come Lucky set number 7 will come out on that chamber. No Astra this time. Perhaps it was a bit of a troll, but standard comps, the Sova, the KO coming through. Sova just probably one of the best initiators. Even without a flash, he's got the dart that doesn't damage people. So I've found out. The shocks do, and the owl drone is kind of very, very good. Big fan of that ability. Geo hovering the neon for just a second, but no, he's gonna go back to Jet.
Yeah, let's talk
Yeah.
about some of these player names for a second. You'll see that they may be a little different than what they were during the season. Mezok over on the Blaze's side is the player formerly known as Kozin, and I'm not even gonna say all of it. It's Da 8 times. Was the player formerly known as Sakamata, also the player formerly known as Geo. For the purposes of the stream, I will be calling him Geo. But we are going into the actual game here. It's loading up.
Aesthetic have 4 initiators. I don't think they left a single initiator out. So it'll be interesting to see how their attack rounds play out, especially with no duelist to enter the site really quickly, like the Jet on the side of the Blaze. But they've got flashes, they've got recon, they've got smokes. I've never seen something like this before outside of like unrated, so I'm excited.
So far, it does look like it's going to be a 5-stack push onto A. Maybe there'll be some people going up halls, but right now, maybe it's they're going for a play into caves.
I'd recommend some sunglasses for any viewers who are choosing to tune in right now. There are a lot of flashes on both sides, so you know, don't look right into the sun, don't look right into the flash, that sort of thing.
Looks like it is going to be a split push into halls and caves. And I'm Audie. Takes down Geo.
The hall's control so
He's taking
big
up
for
some
Aesthetic.
space for the team here for Aesthetic. And Not Yalk, though, answers back with the trade. Looks like looks like the Blaze has a bit of trouble coming into sight now. It's going to be a bit difficult. 2 people just holding back sight. They know where Not Yalk is. And now Not Yalk has his work cut out for him. Takes down 1, but unfortunately it was not enough. There is 1 round on the board for Aesthetic.
Really nice attack round from them. I saw 2 people coming straight out of halls, opening that door. I don't think lucky number 7 was ready for that at all. He looked really cut out. Had already TP'd back from his spot pushed up near pyramids. And well, hall's control is really important, especially on the A site there. Can't afford to leave that open.
Yeah, that split push is always so valuable on A. 5-manning caves is difficult to push onto. This time it looks like there's going to be a 5-stack push into B. And Ace takes down Geo. And Not Yalk. Clan coming down now. All 5 alive on the side for Aesthetic. And Tulip's going in for the flank here along with lucky number 7. Trying to find somebody here. Takes down 1,
nice
5.
shot.
But Ace does have the superior weapon here. Now it's all up to lucky number 7 to try and do a 1v4. They know exactly where he is. Utility coming out to try and take him down. But Ace does clean it up with a 4K. Another round on the board for Aesthetic.
That round was basically a given. I saw 2 bulldogs going in there, and then Ace drops 4. Yep, that's expected. Now Blaze have a excuse me.
Oh no. You know, I was gonna say, sometimes it's better just not to say that a round is going to go in favor of one just because of the guns. It's known as the caster's curse.
Yes, the dreaded caster curse. Blaze coming in with full rifles here. Just the only light shields noticed on Tulips. That shouldn't be a big problem here. They don't want to lose too many guns this round. Keep it as clean.
So it looks like it's going to be 4 people pushing into mid here for Aesthetic. Going through double doors. But lucky number 7 does see one and finds them. So does Tulips on iModi. Aesthetic backing off now. Trying to find a couple other picks here before they feel comfortable pushing onto a site. Slowed down quite a bit more.
See if they can
Oh, it did
group
not.
up and try to group up, surprise one of these riflers alone so they can upgrade a weapon. Slowly working up to B. Doesn't want to give away too much information, especially with the bulk of the players on or leaning towards A.
Yeah, what Aesthetic's gonna have to get done here is try and see if they can get any picks before they push onto site here. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty difficult. But you can see that there are a few players on the Blaze's end rotating over already. So now it's going to be a 3v3 on site for B. The whole team knows that it's going to be a B execute, and the spike is in fact going down. All 5 players from the Blaze rotating over to secure the site. Mezok looking for one, knows another, and Geo and lucky number 7 though say this is my round, and it's going to be a flawless for the Blaze.
That's
First
exactly
round on the board.
That's exactly what you want for your first rifle round. For your first buy-in, you don't want to give any of them away. And lucky number 7, great opening pick there for mid, cutting off that mid push entirely, just choking them. He ends up with 3 on that round. Does not really care. This is just another day for lucky number 7. Everything's fine.
Carl, something interesting I'm noticing is that nobody's saving for an op, which is usually something you see on Breeze. But if you look at the econ here, there's not really any money being saved for that.
Lucky number 7 is one off the orb, his own tour de force though, and from the looks of the minimap, he was trying to push up for it, but Audi gonna punish from their default here, getting a kill into A. Geo goes down.
Bring them down.
Trying to clear backside there, but not Yok. Headshots him. Ace trying to find a player through smoke just by spraying. But it's a QB sneak, but well, attempted QB sneak, but Mezok said no Viper ult for you. And now it's up to Audi trying to secure the spike. Oh, what a shot! Onto lucky number 7, not Yok, also finding Ace.
One enemy remaining.
And now it's going to be a 1v3 for Cap. Now 1v2. 1v1!
Nightjock is so far away, he's just not going to be able to come back in time. Cap's going to have an easy time grabbing the spike and getting the plant down.
Oh, but he's nervous. He's nervous. He knows he can push. Trying to drone in for a little bit of information. Grabs the spike. Plants safely behind right pyramid here.
Spike planted.
Not Yok. Throwing in that fragment. And gets the round on the board for the Blaze. Some nice shots over here on the Blaze's end.
Earlier you mentioned that operator. Now lucky number 7 has his online. I'm expecting him to not buy very much into this coming round. Wants to post up a little bit far ahead. Maybe there's a bit of a fear for the KO knife, but I don't think he cares. He's very good opera as we've seen. Yeah, he's
looks like it is going to be an uneven buy over on Aesthetic's end here. Half buys coming in. Marshals, Guardians, Spectres. I will say though, I think Spectres on Breeze, bit of a throw. Aries all the way in my end.
Number 7 doesn't want to give this Hall's position away anymore. He got surprised on it round 1, and he's
going to be
with a kill.
Oh, misses the first shot with the tour de force, but cleans up Ace, and that is Cap. Now it's a 2v5 now, as Geo finds another. Now it's going to be a pretty difficult job for Jonesy Vibe. 2v5 with half buys here. Marshall and a Guardian here. Geo taking up some space. Lucky number 7 does see them rotating and hear them rotating over. Vibe has been separated out from his teammate. Jonesy, Vibe does take down one. Vibe coming back. Jonesy, oh, but lucky number 7 answers back. Easy round for the Blaze.
Such an easy 4K for him too. The adaptation comes through. You saw him just gonna watch Halls, doesn't want to give that up at all. Even if it is an eco round from the side of Aesthetic. Gets 2 easy kills up there. He's gonna start pushing up. Comes out through mid. Understands that there's gonna be a rotate. What a smart guy. I wish I was just like him, honestly.
Oh, we do see that op coming out finally from one of the team members here, putting his TP on top of pyramid here. Cap does see him though, forcing him to drop down, taking a little bit of fall damage in the meantime. Sova Dart does see him.
Can't use that.
And Nalyok does pop that null command, which does make taking site a little bit more difficult, and Aesthetic does recognize that as they fall off and head towards B. They do have Fade ult and KO ult online here, which would make it easier to take site and hold site. Tulips is aware that there is a player in mid looking for him from this elevated position here. There's another one in elbow, but is Tulips aware? Seems like Imani is, and does find her.
You are powerless.
Oh, the timing! Ace sprays down Nalyok here. Jonesy getting the spike down here. It's not safe for Vibe to res. Does see Mezak,
Headshot.
Oh
but
my
Geo
god.
finds his head. Now it is a 2v1 situation for Aesthetic. Knows where Ace is.
Blocking sight.
Taps the spike, tries to draw out player. But Cap does have the operator and secures around for Aesthetic.
I don't think lucky number 7 cares that much. He's got an operator of his own, and you know, pushing into an operator, even if you have one of your own, it's a little more difficult than just holding an angle. But both teams, plenty of money to buy. 2 ops on the side of lucky number 7. Actually, Gio's got one. He's gonna go A, just holding. Oh, he's got a van. Oops. I lied again. It's fine.
We will see a little bit of economic disadvantage over on Aesthetic's end, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem for them. Geo gets droned out here and tagged. Not able to take that aggressive position over on right pyramid for that space.
Your fear.
That Fade ult coming out, the Nightfall coming out from Vibe, and try and take sight. And the bomb does start to go down by Jonesy.
Spike planted.
Geo trying to spam and stop the plant. Isn't successful there.
See ya.
Does find Imani's head though. And as this retake goes, 4v3 retake now. We'll see if they were able to spray down anybody here. Ace does. Ace finds lucky number 7. And Geo, however, trades it out. Now it's all up to the rest of them. The Viper ult comes through to try and secure the round. Cap delaying just enough. Is it enough time? With an operator, it's going to be a little bit difficult against that Viper ult. And the shock darts aren't going to be enough, but it wasn't enough time at all with 0.26 seconds left on the board. Cap secures the round and walks away with the operator.
Bit of an overinvestment into the Viper's pit there, especially with so much control already on the site. All they had to do was block off that vision from A cave. It might come back to bite the Blaze in the butt though, especially since there is just this 5 stack that's going to be coming over to B.
Yeah, it does look like there is a bit of a broken buy over on Blaze's end. Not able to buy those full guns, but Geo does have his knives online, so it's not as bad of a buy as it could have been otherwise. We'll see Aesthetic sneaking up into B with that drone, kind of giving away a little bit of space that might be taken. It is going to be a B execute for Aesthetic, with 2 flankers though coming from A over on lucky number 7 and Geo. It doesn't really matter that they're flanking, because that Viper ult does come through on Jonesy. Oh, but Cap is aware though of the flank, so is the lucky number 7 trades it out. Trades out Cap as well. Is he aware of Imani though? A 1v3 situation, pretty difficult situation for lucky number 7, and he's not able to find anybody there.
excuse me, sorry. I don't, not sure what to say about that round. It was just pretty clean overall from the side of Aesthetic, lengthening their lead even more. Just that pit got so much more value, and
Yeah.
even with the flank coming through, they had such a perfect timing. But I think if they made a little less noise doing so, either they lose that timing or they give themselves away. If there was 2 players I trust with the flank, it'd be Geo, it'd be lucky number 7, but just not enough to get it done this time.
Revealing area.
We'll see a bit of a default coming through on Aesthetic's end. All the players spread out across the map.
Poison's gone.
Geo does, however, put down Jonesy. Ace, however, trades it out. Still a 4v4, pretty even numbers here, but Ace isn't aware that Mezok has pushed out into elbow. Tulip's now aware that there is somebody pushing through halls.
Prowlers are getting so much information.
Tulips puts down Vibe over in halls. All of that space taken for Aesthetic in halls now just gone. And now it's just left to that is Cap and I'm Audie at the bottom of mid.
This default's kind of come back to bite them in the butt. Not enough players around each other to trade, and you see so many red X's just all across the minimap there, just in such spread positions. It'll be really difficult for Aesthetic to claw this one back, especially since Rifles,
30 seconds
2 of them
left.
recovered now. No, just the
Yeah,
one.
all Blaze has to do is sit and wait. I mean, they're spread out across the map. They know they have the numbers advantage. They know that Aesthetic is just playing quiet here. So there's really no need to peek anything, to push up. They've already got the positions they need, and they know they're running out of time.
10 seconds left.
And it
This
does
is
look
just-
like it will be a save here coming from Imadi, and that is Cap, which will be another round on the board for the Blaze, bringing it to a 4v5. Mazak just bringing all the guns over for lucky number 7 to
Thanksgiving.
take his pick.
Holidays are here early. Here's some guns. Do you want them? Lucky number 7 has his tour de force again. I don't think he's gonna use it. Just rifles all around for his team. The same can be said for Aesthetic. The save not affecting them too much, and Cap keeping the operator into this round. Looks like lucky number 7 will be buying the operator. Chose not to buy it.
Lucky number 7 actually popped his tour de force, so there will be an
Oh,
operator
yeah.
online, although he did not buy one. That is Cap still holding on to that operating he picked up a while ago. Going to be a 3-2 split into A. 2 in halls. Although lucky number 7 does take down Ace. Knows another player is there.
Looks like he's wanting to slow it down a little bit. Maybe get somebody here to
Jonesy
help
joins,
bait them out.
Vibe, yeah, here helping out his teammate escape, knows he was trapped. They're able to regroup and assess, but if you
Frozen
look,
might have a big lurk here. He's
Yeah.
come all the way into their spawn. Just a bulldog,
Mezok
but
is getting all of the information here. They know that they're not going towards B. Just yet, at least. That they are still looking to do an A execute. Just playing quiet, playing some time here. That is Cap is
He's-
watching flank. We'll see if Mezok overextends here.
he's got all the
So-
silence there. And lucky number 7.
And it looks like Aesthetic is going to be rotating now. Mezok hears everything, takes down at headshots.
Flawless.
Jonesy and Not Y'all cleans it up.
That Hall's push again, it only works once, and then lucky number 7 is wise to it. He's gonna shut that down. He's shut that down twice now, and completely stalled this same A push that keeps coming, trying to come through. The nice little extra layer of Kozin and Not Yalk coming through both mid and the attacker spawn, just suffocating them, putting them in a chokehold.
Yeah, it looks like it
Putting-
will be a half buy coming through on Aesthetic's end here, too. Makes it a little bit difficult. 2 people buying Stingers on Breeze. We all know Stinger's the best gun on the map. Or in the game, excuse me. Looks like it's going to be a B execute. Still playing slow. Mezok droning to get a little bit of information. Knows that there are people here trying to secure a kill here with the Hunter's Fury, but stops after 1. Tulips already taking this forward position. Does get flashed, however, by that guiding light from Ace. gets
How does he
trapped
get those
between
two
Geo
kills?
and Tulips. Mezok, headshots, Jonesy, Geo fighting for his life with a classic as he runs out of bullets.
For a second there,
4K for Geo.
Was that important?
for a second there with Audie's opening kill with the Marshall, I thought, you know,
Last
maybe
round
this
in the half.
bonus round might might be a little bit different from what I was expecting, but no, of course Geo is just gonna, with his just so much confidence, updrafts right over the wall over there and B elbow, and just executes the two players still there, and then the last kill with a classic right click, nerfed by the way, but
Well,
I don't think it was nerfed enough.
If you look at the board, you'll see that there are 4 operators coming from the Blaze's end here on this last round, with the lone Vandal coming through on Tulips.
Powerless.
And there
We'll
are
see.
just two players stacked
We'll
towards
see the
A
null
here.
command coming through from I'm Audi. Geo forced to retreat, and he's now seized. The spike will go down here.
White
4
Vipers
operators,
killed
2 operators now retaking. And the Viper's Pit does come through from Jonesy to try and secure this post plant here. Lucky number 7 following in, but does get caught out by Jonesy here. And Geo trading through. It's a 1v3 situation for Geo. 1v2 now as he takes one down with the Blade Storm.
Does Kappa play him?
Enemy remaining.
He's
Oh,
playing
is
so
it
far
going to
back
be
in
an
cave.
ace? Is it going to be an ace
No.
for Geo? Cap does have the operator. Misses.
Missed.
Oh, and secures around for Geo, says no ace for you. Excuse me, secures
Switching
around
sides.
for his static. Says no ace for you on Geo.
So the quadruple initiator, that's never a phrase I've ever thought I'd have to say on anything. But the quadruple initiator shows that that's not that bad on attack, you know, it can get some stuff done, but just on defense this could be interesting, especially for retake situations. You got so much utility that just refreshes the flash, the dart, the knife, the haunt. On a retake, you're just gonna have so much information. You'll be able to flush out your enemy, the attackers on the site super easily.
Hopefully, Aesthetic will know where the Blaze is at all times. They do have, as you said, 4 initiators. Looks like it will be an A execute coming through. Imadi pushing up quietly into halls. But does get spotted by Ace. And that blind is going to come through, as well as the knife.
Suppressed.
Bit of a duel coming in from Ace and Not Yawk. As I'm flashes Ace and secures the win, the round, or the kill there. Mezok does see somebody in double doors. Now it's a 5v1 on the side of the Blaze. They're not sure where Jonesy is, but they are hunting. They do now. Jonesy trying to get as many kills as possible here. Pretty difficult situation, but does get headshot by Not Yawk. 7-6 now on the board for the Blaze.
Well, the thing about a retake is you kind of have to have players alive for it, and the condition of dead kind of it's really hard to retake when you're dead. I guess is the point I'm trying to make here. And they don't have a sentinel, which means they don't have very much utility to slow down any pushes, or any utility to watch their flanks, like the chamber trip for lucky number 7.
Well, they do have 2 flashes. If you can't see, how are you going to push onto site?
It's true. Oh,
We'll
another
see an
shotgun.
aggressive push from Imadi for this wrap position with a shorty.
I'm not gonna see him. Please, please. Audie.
Please, Imadi. Not taken down. Geo with a shorty, but gets traded out by Tulips.
Has a shotgun too, doesn't it?
It's a 3v3 situation. One with a Bucky on Breeze. Oh, can't find anybody with a Bucky. It's a 1v2 now for Mezok. With a Bulldog, though. decides not to challenge Jonesy and Vibe over on A. Runs away, but is coming back.
Maybe trying to fake them out, but he has a dart, he has an owl drone. The fake might be working.
Seems to have worked. Oh.
Uh,
But Jonesy is staying behind just in case. Suspects there might be something here.
he saw
As
him
Vibe
just-
rotates all the way
Yeah.
back to
30
B.
seconds left.
Doesn't want to plant yet, wants to make sure the site's clear, but just gonna choose to plant. Ooh,
20 seconds left to plant.
he's 29 HP.
1v2 situation. Vibe has managed to secure a Guardian for himself. And with Mezok on very low health, Vibe cleans it up.
That round, oh, the Blaze are gonna be kicking themselves over that. They lost
Yes.
to
Aesthetic was able
pistols and a
to
Bucky.
Weapon here.
Aesthetic was able to convert a save, which is really great. And now the Blaze is pretty poor as they consider what kind of guns they're going to take.
I'm gonna. Oh no. I might have to stop casting after this. It might be.
Need a drop.
Oh no.
Casual mental breakdown, but that's fine. Aesthetic gonna choose to invest into this round around the rifles that they picked up last time. Walking the Blaze, excuse me, stuck just on pistols.
Looks like there's going to be alert coming in from I'm Audi, but Geo does get taken down by I'm Audi, excuse me.
Hammer Trip's gonna give that information.
Or remaining
away.
members of the Blaze. Just sitting back. Ace getting some information. There is somebody here in A main. Takes down Tulips and Mezok at the same time.
That's the spike
Now
down.
it's a 2v5 situation.
Standing.
1v5 now. Lucky number 7 with his headhunter and his sheriff.
This guy's a head tapper. I would not be surprised in the slightest if he got a couple kills here with this headhunter.
Bring them down.
They don't want to get
Those
it
4
from him.
initiators trying to get some information here.
The French
Oh.
were always a slippery bunch.
But
yeah,
Vibe
not
was
so
able to
far.
take that elevated position and eliminate lucky number 7. Flawless round coming in from Aesthetic.
Keeps all the rifles into the next round and forcing the Blaze to buy up into their own. Tulips hasn't bought yet, but I think she will. She will soon. It's fine.
We'll see all Vandos coming through from the Blaze as they look to do a B execute.
Posen is one off the Hunter's Fury. It could be really big, especially if he grabs his orb right in front of Geo here to keep this post plant away.
Poison orb emitting.
A little bit of spam, not much. Ace with a nice little angle.
Ace
He
with
could
the-
get one here.
Oh. Ace headshots. Lucky number 7 is able to trade out Imadi, but not Yawk. Answers back. 4v3 situation now. 2v4 situation.
They're just
Looking
gonna
a
book it to
little,
B.
looking a little sketchy over for Aesthetic.
Spike planted.
Just a run B. They're not
That
here.
Spike is able to come down.
Not Yelk. Holding back just a little bit. Maybe cautious for the lurk, but there is the chamber trip in elbow, and
Weapon here.
they do have players watching tunnels, so making sure they have all their bases covered. That trip's gonna trigger right about now. Oh wait, the wall is perfect to let him slide through.
Not Yawk is able to seek Mezok, but not Yawk. Excuse me. Cap is able to
Find you.
find not Yawk. Vibe is quickly running out of time, runs away with that Phantom.
That's 6k. I think he's looking for something. He might hear
And now-
not Yelk here.
We are 8-8.
He does.
Oh, there. Vibe managed to take an after round kill over on Not Yawk.
Weapon here.
Not Yelk has his words. Null command, yes. Not Yelk has his null command. I'm expecting this to be a huge part of the attack, especially with all 5 of the players on Aesthetic 1 or 2 kills away from their respective ultimates. Well, you can't use your ultimate if you're suppressed, but it might just be a default here.
Looks like it still will be a B execute with 1 lurk coming in from lucky number 7 as a chamber. But Cap is able to get some information. There is somebody looking up halls as lucky number 7 destroys that drone.
Want to play it slow. Past few rounds, they've given some really key first picks away from both sides. Neither of them want to give that advantage away this time. Audi tucked in a nice little rat spot here. Might get something.
Vibe sees multiple there. Excuse me, Imani sees multiple there. Lucky number 7, however, trades him out. And Geo answers back. Geo just continues to push.
Remember what I said about the early picks? Yeah.
There comes the no command coming from Not Yolk, making entry into sight a little easier for the Blaze. However, Jonesy able to see him. That no command still coming through, making it difficult again to retake sight. Geo aware that he is double arches and is able to shoot him down. All up to Cap now as the res comes through for Not Yolk. Comes through mid-tunnel, isn't able to find anything.
Geo with another 4K. I mean,
I
I
believe
know I'm
that's like the 3rd
Cryo,
or
but
4th.
like, you can have my name. You can be Cryo now. You can be Mr. 4K. So much money on the side of the Blaze, especially look at Geo again. 7,200 credits. I'm surprised he's not buying for tulips, but you know, it's not a huge deal. Different story for Aesthetic. They are on a very split up buy. The judge coming through for Jones. He's got a Viper's Pit. I think I know what's gonna happen, and I hope it doesn't.
Standing ahead.
I think what's going to happen here is that ultimate is going to come through that Viper's Pit, making it very difficult for Aesthetic to take that spike. But they are able to see where he is. Are they going to be challenging this? No, it looks like they are going to back off. But Ace is pushed all the way up.
Ace has
Knows
the
that they are
perfect
going
angle.
into halls. That is huge information.
Vibe might be ready to flank with Ace or watch the push out from any ne'er-do-wells who might try to drop from the
Yeah,
whole door there.
pretty
but yeah.
difficult for the Blaze here. And that's a point-blank shot into the side of Geo's face. I'm unable to take down 2.
Mark 2.
2v3 situation. Both players from the Blaze trapped. Tulips trapped in halls now with the spike down. Ace runs out of bullets.
I didn't think the shotgun was going to get any kills because they rotated away from that Viper's Pit and up into halls, which was an interesting decision. I don't think Aesthetic was ready for that decision, but didn't make too much of a difference in the end. Ace was able to spot that out and just deal with it accordingly, and the judge ends up getting a kill. Thankfully, he doesn't bring it into this round. He picked up a rifle from the massacre that happened in halls, but
Wow, I think what's been really pivotal for a lot of these teams in these moments here when they know they're not exactly on the best buy is just to take up as much space as possible and just wait. And that's really what won Aesthetic the round there. Vibe hearing Geo and headshots him.
nice.
Shuts him
there.
down. Jones looking for some information here. Mezok all alone in caves. Fires a shot for some reason.
Blaze trying to figure out where they can go. Where will we go where we will A, not get shotgunned, B, not get ops, and C, well, just not get killed in general. Lucky number 7 has an op of his own. He's gonna try to take the first fight here, or first
Looks like
peek.
it will be an A execute. That Viper's wall coming through, the Viper screen. Not y'all. Trying to slow them down with that fragment. But you do see the Viper's ult coming through, but Nahyok finds Jonesy. Shuts down that Viper's ult. The spike is not down yet either. Mezok answering back with Vibe. Kill on Vibe. I'm already playing slightly
30
cautious
seconds
over
left.
here. Trying to see if there's
planted.
anybody who pushes double doors, trying to take up that space, but it looks like the Blaze is just going to sit there, waiting for them to come into their sight. All three players clustered, excuse me, around right pyramid. And that is Cap armed with an operator. It's going to be a really difficult retake situation here with just an operator. Might want to consider saving here. And
They're gonna push him. They don't want him to keep his operator. And Cap
does
wants
get
a kill.
tagged with that Sova recon dart, and he runs away to save that operator. A smart move here. 3 players of the Blaze just waiting.
It's like ring around the rosy with
Lucky number 7 trying to find one, but the right click gets taken down with a headshot from that headhunter. You might even say lucky number 7 hunted his head. I'm really funny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was trying to think of something clever to respond.
I know where the
with,
door
but
is.
It's. I
All right.
pointed out the retakes at the beginning of this game. I pointed out again, but it's just hasn't been coming together. They haven't been keeping enough players alive for this to happen. So many kills happening before the. Oh no!
You see the double cross with judges over on B side. Gonna make it really difficult if the Blaze tries to take B, but I don't think that's going to happen here. Looks like a bit of slow default coming through. Geo does find I'm Audi.
Oh,
That
Cap has a
is
stinger. He's in a
Cap
really
has-
nice position, but they check him this time. But not enough.
They have learned their lesson. Is he aware? He is not. That lucky number 7 is also sneaking up.
Enemy remaining.
The double
Yes,
judge
thank
does not
God.
work.
They're dead.
Jonesy able to take down one with a classic, but that's not enough. Not Yelp trades him out. They're carrying the round for the Blaze. It's now an 11-9 situation.
Overall, not a bad round, I would think, from Aesthetic. You took out 2 of their guns, but it doesn't really matter when the Blaze are winning the round. I guess it could be said that you could really feel the momentum building. They're 2 rounds off, plenty of money, and some ults coming up, and they've got the Tour de Force, they've got the Hunter's Fury, plenty of stuff to clear out, be it with, I don't know what the Hunter's Fury really is scientifically, but I know the Tour de Force is a gun. Guns hurt.
By getting some information that there is somebody over on B, he's aware that there might be somebody in the window as he lurks up. Doesn't look like Geo and Tulips are aware that he's right underneath them, though. If they do jump out, it's going to be a problem. But they don't. They retreat. Looks like, again, another slow default trying to take up some space here. Geo, however, finds Vibe.
Looks like they're going to be starting to take this space up mid. They haven't done this before. At least not with this many players. And
Geo updrafts into Nest, takes that space, and also takes down Cap and Ace. But Imadi answers back with
One enemy remaining.
another one, and now it's a 1v2. He does have that Hunter's Fury online, so if he can get that bomb down and get to a safe spot, he might be able to secure the round for the Blaze.
30 seconds left.
I don't think they know he's on
He
B.
is.
He's just completely lurked all the way up and past. He's going into the spawn.
He is
Oh, he's
nervous, though, that there is somebody here.
That noise.
Imadi does hear that spike going down, knows that they are planting B, calling for his teammate to rotate over. All the timing here. Mezok is aware that at least one of them is in mid-tunnel.
It's planned for him too. He's got shocks. He's got the Hunter's Fury. He's set for this hold on this fight.
Oh, but isn't able to find anybody. Aesthetic managing to hold on to another round.
The momentum's gone. It's just not there anymore. I mean, if you look at the ultimates from the side of Aesthetic, they've got the KO ult to entry, the Viper ult to hold it down, and just plenty of guns to go around.
And well,
Could be a similar
despite the win over on Aesthetics End, that was very expensive for them. You'll see that if they lose this round, they will be poor. Whereas on the other end, from the Blaze, they've got plenty of money, plus the Tour de Force coming through on lucky number 7. And the ultimate coming through from Jonesy to secure the entrance into A from Caves. Not sure if they'll try and challenge this or if they'll back off. Geo lurked all the way up into mid, but does get spotted by Ace. Imody swings out though. And Nayok finds Jonesy, which makes it an easy entry into A. That Viper screen coming through, that toxic screen coming through to try and take sight. That spike will go down as the 3 remaining members of Aesthetic go for a retake.
No charges.
I'm not gonna hold my breath just yet. They got the KO.
All 4 members of the Blaze going into Caves here. They'll get some information. One of them went up into halls.
Oh, there's the KO.
And the null command coming through. Causing a little bit of trouble over here for Aesthetics retake. Is able to take one down with the classic. He now has a Vandal. But Imody trades him out. But he has managed to waste enough time for the call to come through. Hey guys, we should save. What a great job from lucky number 7.
If lucky number 7 dropped out of there on purpose, I would call him a genius.
He did.
Match point.
I think that was a great idea. I mean, he was able to buy enough time for his team to, for Aesthetic to get really distracted and get really worried about that push from double doors. And as the person who was armed with really a classic because of the null command coming through, he was able to get traded out for free, basically. It cost literally nothing for the Blaze to trade him out there.
App's got a Bucky. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna sit behind that box and cave again. It looks like he's going to now, but luckily for the Blaze, they're not gonna run into him at all. It's like all the players.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a 5-man hit into B. Mezak's going to be able to locate Vibe. Vibe is a bit trapped back there and does get found out. The plant's going to go down. This is for the win. If they're able to secure this round, that is it for this first map. Null command, making it difficult to retake sight. Ace headshots, but so does Geo.
One enemy
For
remaining.
4 of them. We'll see if he can get the ace this time.
You know,
That is Cap armed with only a Bucky and a classic. They are going to bait, I think, for Geo to get the ace here. But isn't able to spot it.
No!
Oh, that is...
Attackers win.
That is all, folks.
In my
First
brain,
map.
I was like,
no way the Bucky gets anything here, right?
no! You can't keep getting away with it.
All right, folks. We'll be back in just a few minutes with map number 2. Welcome back. We are back for map 2 with the first map going to the Blaze. Now we're on Haven. My name is Potato Aim and I'm joined here by Cryo again. Cryo, you ready for Haven?
Yes, map 1 was really fun to watch. Some interesting things coming out, especially that quadruple initiator. Not getting as much value as they maybe would have hoped, but I'm ready to see Aesthetic bounce back here.
Yeah, and as we are looking to start soon, it is going to be interesting how different the comp will show up here. Maybe they'll go for initiators this time again. We'll see. But as we launch into the second map of franchise Face-Off, we'll see how Aesthetic is able to answer back to the Blaze. Now we're into Agent Select.
Phoenix
With an
immediately
instant
coming
lock.
out. Yes. I do so love Phoenix.
This was actually a not terrible map for Phoenix before the buff, and now he's just, I think, almost a must pick now.
That is a lot of duelists coming out from Aesthetic. Thought quadruple initiator was weird. Well, watch us run quadruple duelist. Okay.
Well,
there's the sage.
3 of
Or
them
buff.
are hovering Yoru, so I think they're trolling a little bit.
But Geo,
No other locks. Sorry, go ahead.
Geo has locked Neon, as Neon's seen some play starting to come out of the woodworks and see a bit more action on maps like Breeze and Fracture and Haven, with that fast lane able to just literally sprint onto the site and zap people, stun them. It's a similar function to the Jet dashing onto the site into her own cloudburst, but with a little extra twist. You know, you have the slide and just different utility that's a little bit more team
Choose
oriented.
your agent.
The
3
Yoru
duelists.
and the Neon.
Oh, okay, this could be interesting. This is the first time I've seen lucky number 7 on Yoru, so I'm curious to see how that will play out, especially since he thrived on the chamber. Audi sticking to a chamber of his own. It's more of a standard comp from Aesthetic, but that is a lot of blue. I do like the color blue.
It's a completely unique comp on each side. That's pretty rare to see. You'll see a difference here. Omen versus a Brimstone. Omen on the side of the Blaze and a Brimstone over on the side of Aesthetic. Aesthetic will defend first and the Blaze will attack.
It does look like they're going to be leaning A based on just where Geo's gonna be. Okay. Words. Many words coming out here. It's just a full stack towards A. I'm just interested to see how they work this Yoru into the execute, because does he TP behind them? Is he just gonna send a decoy and just play like a regular flash agent? Who knows?
Yeah, Yorus are great in taking up space and confusing the enemy, and generally speaking, just getting somebody to pull off and be worried about the Yoru is always a good job. But it looks like it's going to be a fast execute into A as they start to take sight. Geo coming in with the Neon slide, taking down one, but they are able to find another as well. Amadi sitting with the shorty, just hoping somebody pushes. It does find Geo in that smoke. Lucky number 7 all the way in their spawn, but teleports back
Remaining.
and finds the head of Imadi. On the bright side, I think we figured out how the Yoru is going to play, and he's just going to teleport around like Chamber, but without the rendezvous. He's able to get really early kills, but you know, it's fine. He's just going to get killed by a running gun.
Making it a little bit more difficult now for that as Cap to secure the round. Quickly running out of time. Still a 1v3 situation. But is unlucky. And that's the first round on the board for the Blaze.
Even though they did go down, one of them due to dubious circumstances, both the Neon and the Yoru from the Blaze putting in a lot of work, especially that Yoru towards the latter half of the site hit, He's able to just teleport, throw his flashes around, and just be such a nuisance to Aesthetic. And they don't know where to look. They don't know if the teleport's a fake or is that a real Yoru there, or if he's gonna shoot. It's like, what is he gonna do next? Who knows?
Right, now it looks like they're going for a fast execute onto C this time, armed with the superior weapons, although it does look like Aesthetic has bought up a little bit. Geo's already in their spawn.
Sleep.
And it's quick trades here back and forth, or quick trades and pretty difficult now 2v5 situation for Imani and Vibe. That Prowler not able to find anybody, but is not y'all gonna be aware? He is aware of where I am Audi is sitting. And now it's up to Vibe, armed only with a shorty. See if they can pick anybody off here. He is not. Flawless round for the Blaze.
That's 2 straight hits where the Blaze have just run onto the site off the back of the Neon. Geo this time able to just sprint right in, just cause so much havoc onto the 3 players stuck on C. They're both watching some person in blue just, I don't know, it's like Sonic the Hedgehog, I guess. Am I allowed to say that? They're watching just somebody speed by them. They don't know that there's 4 players behind them. They're just gonna get run down by the very super fast hits again. It looks like they're gonna do another one.
This time though, I think they're going to split with lucky number 7, trying to sneak and find a little bit of space into B. The rest of the team, however, pushing in. Geo already pushed all the way up into A long, but it looks like they're backing off. Ace pushed all the way up and finds lucky number 7 lurking up there. Now everything quiets and slows down here as they're looking for more picks. Tulip is aware that there might be someone pushed all the way up here, but Ace
Spike
is
down,
able to find her
attacker spawn.
head. And also Geo.
1 enemy remaining.
4K coming out from Ace. See if he can make maybe an ace? Ace with the ace? And is able to find the ace.
Oh wait.
Such a beautiful ace from Ace. The 5 kills all coming through. He's managed to just sneak out of the garage door entrance, finding the perfect timing on a lucky number 7 who wasn't expecting any sort of aggression from the side of Aesthetic, and just caught with his back turned. Ace is able to clean that one up easily. Cleans up a couple more through the rotates, and just the Blaze choose not to commit to the site, and it looks like they might regret that decision. Gonna be full rifles for both sides now. Another A hit yet again.
Yeah, full buys on the board across the board here for both teams. Looks like it's going to be trying to make a fast hit onto A. Vibe though, sitting in this corner here, looking to drone out and get some information as to where they all are.
Lucky number 7 is dead again in mid. Ace with the kill again.
Ace is just being really aggressive. They have 2 now on the flank around. And Geo isn't able to find anybody here.
If Ace gets an ace and another ace, that's...
Second ace for Ace?
That would be absurd. The XTR flash comes through.
Trying to find somebody in that corner there, but there's no one there.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, I'm Audi steals the opportunity for an ace for Ace. Mazak
Yeah.
staring into a short. That is Cat pushes out and finds him. Another flawless round. A flawless round, excuse me, for Aesthetic.
On the scoreboard, Ace is just 8-2 in 4 rounds. Just aided by his ace. Oh, that's gonna be confusing. His ace that again, and he did the same thing again this time. He walked out of garage doors, caught lucky number 7 out when he was trying to get behind him and confuse him on the Yoru. This time, I'm pretty sure I heard lucky number 7 try to pop his Yoru ults. The name escapes my brain right now, but
That would be the dimensional drift.
the dimension, yeah, word. It looks like just a
So, it
default
looks like-
from the Blaze.
Looks like there is a fake out going into C coming from lucky number 7, trying to sell a bit of a C. Playing slow now. With
The fake teleport draws so much
fake gate
attention.
crash. Yes.
Naughtyok has a Bucky. He's waiting for Ace to peek out here, but Geo is able to kill him before he even gets the opportunity.
Looks like it's going to be an execute into C now. That fast lane coming in from Geo. They have taken up some space here, but is it going to be enough? As two members are already on C.
The
Not
Bucky
Yoko with the
is
Bucky.
gonna convert.
Status Cap is aware that there's a player in garage,
Enemy remaining.
but gets taken down from the lurk.
Lucky number 7 lurking on the Yoru. He's tried this the last 2 rounds, got shut down by Ace, but there's no Ace to stop him, and he's able to just roam around the map, just causing as much confusion and getting the kills he needs.
1v5 situation for Vibe here, quickly running out of time. All members of the Blaze trying to converge, but it's a thrifty round for the Blaze.
Lucky number 7 doesn't get killed early, they win the round. And this time, instead of the usual facet we expect out of a Neon comp, they take it slow. They're able to mess with the heads of Aesthetic, who just aren't sure what to do there. They do get run over. Pretty convincing round from the Blaze there. They've got plenty of money, plenty of guns to spare. And lots of ults coming up too. The overdrive already ready for Geo.
We'll see the spam coming in from B, with an Odin coming in from Vibe as well, trying to pick up somebody in A long, but isn't able to find anybody. Drone's out to confirm that there is no one there, and as this slow round comes through from the Blaze, they're looking for some sort of information, some sort of utility bait, but Aesthetic isn't taking it.
They're just waiting for, like you said, any information, any kills. It looks like Geo's going to be the first kill here, but not without getting a kill on the Ace there. The fake gate crash not enough to disturb Audi, as his crosshairs already found Lucky number 7's head, and that their plan is just completely gone.
Phillips is able to trade out the Spectre that she had for a Vandal. Still playing pretty slow, 40 seconds on the clock. They're going to have to make an execute pretty soon.
Spike is retrieved. It looks like they're going to be leaning C. A stray recon dart.
30 seconds
Not Yolk.
left.
Might have thought he heard one going over him. I know I did. But he might be stumbling into Audi's crosshair there.
Looks like it's going to be a C take. Not Yolk getting some attention over on B as Tulips
10 seconds left.
and Mezok take in space and are able to get the plant down here.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Not Yolk's
Phillips
spark
finds the
popping
head
so
of
much time.
Jonesy.
Does he have any more flashes? I think he might know there's one outside garage, but Not Yolk's work up to B drew attention of 2 players and killed 1.
Yeah, Tulips and Not Yolk do have a crosshair on the bomb. No matter where Vibe goes, they'll know.
He does have the recon and an Odin. He just wants to spam something.
Enemy remaining.
Does get the first kill.
That fragment grenade going through to try and stop it. Is it gonna be enough? It might be enough.
The frag grenade was just a little bit
It
off,
is
but
not though.
ever so close for Vape there.
Yeah, 0.5 seconds left on the clock. There, that was a close one for the Blaze, but they were able to secure it.
Aesthetic electing for a lighter buy here, a pair of Buckies, a Spectre, and I'm expecting Audi to pull out his tour de force. Just the one Bucky. His Cap is exchanged it for a Stinger. But facing into what looks like another A hit from the Blaze. 3 ults with another one on its way. There's not a lot that I expect for them to do here. A little bit of aggression into mid, but it won't be received by anything. The bulk of the push is on A.
That is Cap
Spike down.
pushing,
mid.
taking aggressive position into mid window here, and is able to take the spike down. All the members of the Blaze now have to try and take it back, doing a lot of damage to Not Yolk here. All of this utility being thrown to try and secure this round. Now it's all up to lucky number 7, 1v5 situation.
That mid aggression
runs
coming
away.
out from B, I don't think the Blaze were expecting that at all. The lighter guns, doesn't matter if you won't shoot them back. The Bucky does end up getting yet another kill. I just start calling it the Winter Soldier because it's just going to get kills when you don't expect it. Lucky number 7, probably just going to save his rifle here. He's at 18 HP. Just going to hide.
Thirty seconds left.
Yeah, I think the call now here is to just to hide and save that gun. Their money is good over there on the Blaze's side, though. So it is okay if he dies and takes a couple down with him, but it's always nice to try and build up that economy.
10 seconds left.
If he can get a couple kills here, he'll put him steps closer to his dimensional drift and take some of these free rifles out of the hands of Aesthetic there. That's Cap going down. Sets up the teleporter, but round is over.
Oh, and that's such unfortunate timing there.
It really is unfortunate, especially with Aesthetic coming through with a lighter buy, end up converting that round. Plenty of money, especially for the players that were still alive and were able to pick up rifles of their own. Just the 3 players pushing out of B and Garage, catching off. I believe it was Kozen still out near window or mid, and he just wasn't expecting that many people near him. He goes down. The players towards A stall.
We'll see an immediate Hunter's Fury coming out from Vibe, and he is able to blindly find Mezok in a lobby. The Blaze not expecting that.
Where is that recon dart?
I think Gio's trying to find that out for himself.
Okay. Well, the run it back does come through from Ace. Nets him the kill alongside that Hunter's Fury, but this will pivot the aggression towards mid. Gio with an opening pick on Cap.
Not Yalk answers back though on Ace. You see that no command coming through on from Not Yalk entering into C. I'm Audi in that elevated position. Gio though with the fast lane coming through onto C, but gets traded out by Jonesy. All up to lucky number 7 now to try and get that res up on Not Yalk, but Jonesy's right there in Garage. Is he aware?
Yeah, he runs out of time to res that KO, and he's just stuck in a 1v2.
He is. Jonesy trying to get the pick here, and looks like not lucky number 7 was going to go for that dimensional drift, but got taken out right before he was able to pop that, unfortunately.
That's the second time lucky number 7 has been killed while just about to or planning on pulling out the drift there. Got caught with a mask in his hand. Usually, given the state of affairs of the past few years, getting caught with a mask in your hand is fine. Even better if it's on your face, but yeah, maybe the Yor pick not as effective as he'd like. Forcing the Blaze on a bit of a lighter buy, but they do have the overdrive. Maybe they're planning on using it, especially with Gio just buying the heavy shields.
I do think we are going to see that overdrive coming out from Gio. Maybe not immediately, but when they are about to hit site, I think that is probably the smartest move here. Bit of a default coming in from the Blaze on this light buy, trying to find a pick here and there. I'm Audi with the operator, not able to find anybody, but it does see one on A long. There it
Gio's
does.
pissed.
That Gio does come through, but gets traded out by Ace. Ace knows there's one. That orbital strike coming through, not finding anybody, but does force Not Yalk into Jonesy's crosshair. Lucky number 7 able to find one gun here. Sees Jonesy. Teleports out with that gate crash.
Looks like they're still going to fish for picks here. They need it. They need to be able to swing this round back in their favor. The spike's going to stay mid for now. Lucky number 7 wants to push up, see what he can get. With That flash with the gate crash, it does net him 2 kills for lucky number 7. That's a
Really
C-site,
well
just
played.
3.
That is a free C-site. You see the fast flank coming in from Vibe. See if he's aware. He is not. Vibe picks one up.
Back into 2v2 now.
And now
Cousin is so
Tulips
low.
And now Tulips and Mezok with just the pistols, although Tulips is able to find the one, but gets traded out, and iBody cleans it up for Aesthetic.
Yeah, that lighter buy doing lots of damage to the Aesthetic economy here, but they managed to keep their most expensive guns coming in. The Operator, the Odin, the Operator finding that value towards the end of this round. And it did force them off of the A lobby angle a little bit earlier as well, but the overdrive was committed. The dimensional drift also invested. They did end up finding value, but not as much as they would have hoped. Round not going in their favor, and well, Aesthetic,
Deep
they've
breath.
got lots of money and a round advantage.
We'll see an aggressive push from Ace down C long. Quickly finds lucky number 7. This half so far has been just Ace and lucky number 7 dueling it out in the first 10 seconds.
Another slow default from lucky 7. Oh, that flash
Ace
missing
not
by just
blinding
a bit.
anybody. Right. That is
That
Cap
Odin
taking up
spam angle.
Ace taking up a lot of, or excuse me, that is Cap taking up a lot of space down A long. Knows that there is one. Looking for Mezok here, but Mezok finds him first. Imani's Operator taking up all that space, and B denying that entry. Now for the 3 remaining.
I was gonna
Three
say
remaining
Tulip was
members.
low. Okay, I've done it again.
We keep talking over each other. You go ahead.
The point is a bit moot now, but
30
Tulips
seconds left.
looked a little bit isolated with that spike. Gio gets a kill in garage. Player unsuspecting. Tulips with another one for her. And they're just gonna run onto the C site.
Mezok and Tulips both 1 hit away, and with an Operator and an Onin online for both Imani and Vibe. Still going to make it a little bit difficult to retake site, as you effectively only have 1 gun to retake.
Revealing area.
Oh, that recon dart able to ping 2. As Vibe tries to blind fire 1, does find Mezok. Now it's all up to I'm Audi, who is seized. Not able to hear anything either. Running out of time, and the call comes down to save as Gio chases after him.
Seeing Neon's character pointer marker on the map just moves so quickly, it scares me.
Especially when it's in the hands of somebody like Gio.
Absolutely.
I mean, if I were Imani, I'd also rendezvous out as soon as possible if I heard that Neon coming towards me.
A nice change coming from the Blaze, though. The first 2 rounds came from just fast, blazingly fast hits, even. And
I see what you did there.
they've changed the tempo a little bit, trying to go for defaults. But as soon as I say something, of course, they're just gonna run C.
See that fake out coming through. They have located where the Operator is. Imani has presumably been blinded out and rendezvous out, but they've not pushed in time for that Operator to come through. Imani able to take down Gio with a blind Operator shot. Ace takes down lucky number 7 from his TP back site, but Natyalka is able to take up that space that was previously left.
Nade just bounces off the corner of the doorway.
Spike planted.
Enemy marked.
Could have been interesting. Looks like 4v3,
Mezok
4v2
was
now for
forced
Aesthetic.
there. Natyalk
One enemy.
comes out with the flashpoint But Vibe answers back with the Odin spam.
That round would have gone absolutely very differently for Aesthetic had Audi just not hit that
Last
weird
round
blind
before the
shot
switch.
on the Geo inside the brim smoke. Not really sure. I'm pretty sure that was luck, surely. There's no way you could have known, and if you did, again, you're a genius.
Probably an
But-
educated guess.
Yeah.
On
Audi
this
is one
last
off
round-
his... Okay, I'm
Go
just
ahead.
gonna...
On this last round here, we do see 2 Spectres coming out from Tulips and Mezok. That's all they could afford. Lucky number 7 dueling with Ace again and loses.
Going out.
Tulips now trying to challenge. As Vibe tries to get a little bit of information, does see Not Yawk down in Ace short.
Standing ahead. Found them.
Gio's able to do a little bit of damage through that spam, but backs off.
They're just boxed in onto this A area.
Yeah,
They've got Cap
That is
here, they
Cap.
got Ace.
see the showstopper coming through, trying to find somebody here. Isn't able to find anybody there. With Paint Shells.
showed that
Gio
corner.
does find that as Cap, though. We've got 2 players on A. Ace getting all the information for his team as to where they are right now. Knows they are all A lobby, so no need to have somebody on C. Not
can look
Yawk
for
is aware.
smoke.
Not Yawk is aware and
Ooh.
is able to spray him down. Fast
30
rotate
seconds
coming in. 2 through garage, it looks like. With the null command coming through on Not Yawk to try and take sight. Jonesy in the back sight and gets taken out by Gio. iBody gets flashed. I'm able to make quick work of Not Yawk with the Odin.
Stuck in a 2v1 now. He has the recon. He can afford to go for this if he wants to, but if he jumps out of garage, there are...
You'll-
Oh
yeah.
boy.
You'll see that this is a really smart move, setting up that crossfire in garage, because that Odin is so oppressive. You can't take that one-on-one fight. You have to set up those crosses. Really smart move by the Blaze.
Another 6-6 half coming into this match. After seeing the Neon do her thing on attack, it's interesting to see how Gio's going to want to use her utility on defense, opting to buy just the frenzy, just the stun, probably looking to go for an aggressive peek here. Aesthetic going for another A hit, just this time they're able to put a trip on their flank thanks to having a sentinel. Blaze, no sentinel this time for them, but I want to see how this Yoru works on defense. I want to see if he's going to TP to any spawns, put any fake outs out that really do fake out some players here. Ace again on this mid work, this time from the other way. There's that fake out.
See lucky number 7 noting that there is a hit onto A, as 3 members are of Aesthetic are, excuse me, of the Blaze already noting that and rotating over. But Aesthetic have slowed things down now. Waiting for that smoke to clear from Omen. See Tulips have rotated back over to B.
Ace
Like
is still
really
in his-
quiet.
Oh, Ace's lurk pays off there, flashing through the smoke, taking down Tulips. And early first kills coming through for Aesthetic.
Free sight for them to take as that bomb goes down. Ace is still lurking in mid and is able to find Mezok trying to rotate over to A.
Player standing.
Is Nayok able to take down Ace? Pretty difficult considering he was being pushed from all sides there. Nice round by Aesthetic.
Nice work from Ace to take control of that mid position again. Is able to get in any information he can from Garage. Get those 2 excellent picks on B on any players that could still be rotating, could still be sussing him out there. Different look now. They're gonna lean towards the C site. A couple Aries is a Bulldog coming up as a buy round or the buy up in for aesthetic. And
No
looks like-
surprise. Sorry.
looks like
No
number 7.
surprise.
Okay.
No surprise that Ares is coming through from Vibe, considering how he's been playing with the Odin. Ace able to take one down with the Bulldog.
Almost out.
Gio's already come in with that fast flank, but is armed with only a shorty as he rotates over into Garage, where Mezok also armed with a shorty.
Spike planted.
Looking for anybody who might push into Garage. Lucky number 7's flank doesn't pay off at all.
Shorties are gonna have a tough time pushing onto the site, but I'm sure they won't have a tough time getting kills.
Gio trying to bait out a push. That is Cap finds his head. And now it's all up to Tulips and Mezok. Just a classic and a shorty. Now just a shorty in Garage. He's been sitting here the whole time.
No.
He's able to find Jonesy. But he is out of time. He might have a Spectre, but he is getting spammed. And that's a round for Aesthetic.
Buying guns into just the pistols and the bare bones buy of the Blaze there. Again, the shorty is gonna get something, and it did. Cousin being so patient there in Garage, but looks like they're gonna set up for another A hit. They're gonna be pushing into full rifles this time. But just lucky number 7 and Geo here on the A site. Looks like they want to go for something aggressive again. Maybe take some of that early space or an early pick.
Looks like it's going to be a split hit into A. A couple people down short and a couple people down long. But Geo and lucky number 7 are caught in A long and pay for it dearly with their lives.
A gorgeous little double hold there. One up, one down with the raised satchels getting on top of the box. I don't think Geo was ready for them to be there so quickly.
No, and it is now a difficult situation for Notyok, Mezok, and Tulips, as Aesthetic have been able to secure a couple of guns. Trades out. It is still an even situation, 2v2. Tulips trying to get half here.
Player standing.
Oh, the double shock dart with the nerdy lineups coming from Vibe to secure the round. That's going to be pretty difficult for the Blaze to answer back with.
Aesthetic starting to run away this half. They've won their bonus, taking in the rifles of as many as they could from the Blaze, and now the Blaze stuck with just a lighter buy, 2 Buckies, a Marshall. Geo choosing to just force up as best he can with the Spectre and the heavy shields. Maybe he's hoping to get enough kills to pick up an ult for the overdrive next round. But Cousins in Garage again with a shotgun.
Double Bucky, though, takes out that run it back. And now Ace is trying to spam a little bit. They try an entry in. Nayok and Mezok both one. Imani takes him down. Lucky number 7, however, has 2 with the Marshall. 3v3 situation with the guns in favor, though, of neither side, really.
Spike planted.
Standing ahead.
They've managed to get the guns down. Lucky number 7 finds Vibe's head.
Player standing.
Okay, number 7
Okay,
is
number
smart.
Last player standing.
Shut down, though, from that Ace. Now it's up to Mezok. Oh, what a
Everyone sees it.
unfortunate situation for Mezok. This iBody cleans it up for Aesthetic, putting another round on the board for them.
An effective eco round coming from the Blaze, though. They took out 4 of the 5 Aesthetic members, forcing 4 of them to rebuy into this round, but doesn't look like it's affected them too much. Vabe still has the Odin. It's an Odin with a Sova attached to it. He's gonna recon, he's gonna spam, he's gonna get the kills. Looks like another A hit here. Not Yelk wants to throw this knife. Get some information. Let's destroy him.
Does look like it is going to be an A hit here. However, you'll see that lucky number 7 and Mezok have pushed all the way up. Although lucky number 7 gate crashes back. Not Yolk, not getting detected, but is now. Finds that as cap, but Ace trades him out. Lucky number 7 using the dimensional drift to get some information, knowing where everybody is. Tulip stopping the plan.
Down A.
2v2 situation. And now it's quiet. Jonesy using the orbital strike to try and take some space.
Enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Oh, that
I'm Audie
CP.
now, forcing a 1v1.
Cousin could choose to invest the Nightfall here and put around this half in for the Blaze.
30
but
seconds left.
Maybe it's up to Audi. It's Audi's time to waste here. Audi could just choose to take the spike and run whenever he wants to, or plant on A. But Kozen might be getting into his own head a little bit here. He's starting to back off of the A site. Audi might have calculated this friggin'
10 seconds
perfectly.
left.
He has. Kozen is completely oblivious going over the A site, to the C site, excuse me. Audi doesn't want to get caught in by another rat spot there. Make sure to check short. And now he may be 24 HP, but the spike is down for him. He didn't dodge the hunt.
Mezok knows he's teleported out, and now we do see that Nightfall coming through. And Mezok could technically defuse. He is defusing, and he would have no idea. And Mezok cleans it up for the Blaze, putting the first round this half on the board for the Blaze. Nice
Very
job.
nice
Picks up that Odin too.
clutch. Very nice clutch from Kozen there. Puts that Nightfall through. Death ends up Audi. He does not know if Kozen is sticking that bomb or not. Is forced to swing anyway, and just isn't ready for Kozen to be ready for him to be peeking. An
We will
interesting decision.
we will see that tour de force coming through from I'm Audi as well.
He
And they
has
are on a
59
broken buy.
He has 5,900 credits. Why-
You want to play?
No
Let's
buys.
play.
Could be saving for an op. I'm Audi not aware of 2 people pushing up. Now he is. Rendezvous out. Geo trying to challenge this tour de force. Showstopper coming through from that as Cap. Trying to find one of the 2 people who have came out. Does know Mezok's there? No, but fires it into the wrong corner.
That Boombot's gonna spot the Kozen there. Just wants to spray
Kozen
down
is
the A.
unfortunately trapped in there. That one section there.
He gets
Able
one
to take
anyway.
it down. But that is a free Odin for Vibe, as we know. That is going to be pretty dangerous in the hands of that Sova. Geo does
Tour de
find
force.
Imadi's head, though, taking that tour de force offline for Aesthetic. Bullip's using the From the Shadows to teleport into Hell, trying to get some information.
30 seconds left.
They're just gonna slow walk on to B here. Not much to stop them. Jonesy smoking himself off, getting the plant down. That's plant money. And here comes the retake. Nodog not moving from his position in garage. He is now. He's got a judge. Ooh.
Oh. Knows he's there. He's able to take that space. And that's a point blank shot into Vibe's head. Jonesy able to take one. But difficult situation for Jonesy to try and clutch. Armed with only a frenzy.
The Blaze bought into that round, and now it's just 2 players left and the rest of them so little money. Aesthetic choosing to take a timeout here. Lost 2 rounds in
Yeah.
a row.
I would say that that's probably a smart move. That momentum, as you had noted earlier, has been stopped by the Blaze, and now it's the Blaze's turn to build up some of that momentum going into the second half with 10-6, and now not able to put any sort of round on the board.
Vabe did disconnect all game. I've been seeing his ping hovering around the triple digits. Not great from any player who wants to play Valorant at all, but doesn't seem to be holding him back. Aesthetic want to take this time out, maybe reassess the situation. What's been working for the Blaze? How can we shut that down? How can we not give them any more opportunities to pick us off? And they have the run it back. They can just as easily, if they want to, run this site down with the run it back. Ace has 24 kills, easily topping the charts this game. But no tech pause after this. Oh, there is a tech pause.
There is a tech pause. Vibe has disconnected, unfortunately.
The Blaze, their buy is gonna be is mostly set for now. After the last 2 round wins, they've got plenty of money to push into this next one. Just tulips with a Spectre. No Spectre this time. With a Marshall instead. Geo has the overdrive. If he wants to, he can just run out and make a play. It looks like he's getting ready to. He's been hanging around with Ace Sewers for a while. Yeah. Hi, I'm here too. Not very pleasant. These are bullets, even though they are from your own teammate.
It is very difficult to hear you cry over the sound of that Odin spam. We will see 2 ults on the board for Geo and for Not Yolk, which would make it difficult, at least on the side of the Blaze, or it would make Not Yolk's no command, excuse me, would make it difficult to take sight on the side of Aesthetic.
Vabe, if you can hear us, we miss you. Please come back. Please. Please. Hey, he's back! Yes. Remember, kids, the magic word. It's vibe.
All right, looks like the timer will restart soon. Looks like Vibe went to the restroom, or excuse me, Vibe disconnected, but another player went to the restroom when he came back. So we are waiting on them to come back.
I mean, it is a stressful game. I wouldn't blame anybody for needing to use the bathroom right about now. Keep the mind sharp, the bladder's empty. You know how it is. Why did I say that?
You know, that's not a terrible strategy.
Spike is down towards C, but it doesn't look like they've picked it up yet. It might be another slow default round here from Aesthetic. Just sitting, waiting. As soon as this player returns, the action will start right back up. It'll start soon. They're ready. Both sides are ready. Both sides are ready. Yes, great.
Looks like the time is going to start counting down again, as Aesthetic is still split up a little bit, but we'll see where they are looking to hit.
Probably another mid push here. Want to break that wall real fast.
We'll see that 0 point. We'll see that 0 point coming through and get that information. Ace, however, picks up lucky number 7. Again, that duel between those two. I'd like to see how many trades went on between them this whole map. Ace already through with his run it back, is able to find Not Yolk in that CT. Jonesy, aware that there's somebody flanking, but gets caught out with a knife. Mezok sending out a Prowler to try and clear that Odin.
You shall not pass. Well, you can now. He stopped firing, but I don't think he wants to.
Phillips is able to take down Jonesy. That's their smokes entry into sight. Mezok's been able to take in space to window, but Imani's just sitting there waiting for him.
Spike planted.
Tulips left and pushing into the smoke though is also Ace. Looks like that.
I know for a fact as soon as I say them, I'm gonna get.
I'm not gonna
end up
say it.
cutting
You
off.
say it, because I think we're about to say the same thing.
Alright. Sorry. That timeout did pay off for Aesthetic. It looks like they got their brains back on track, not letting any more rounds slip through. They want a map 3 here. They're going to be pushing with full rifles and a relatively broken bio, another C hit as it may be. Just Tulips here with the rifle. Lucky number 7 goes down early, but
Tulips does get spammed, but with the paranoia coming through, tries to find somebody, but the boom bot trades her out from that as cap. Geo's overdrive coming into play here, but runs out. Now all he has is a Bucky that he's picked up. That is cap sitting in logs, looking to see if there's any push coming in. They know where Not Yolk is.
I don't want to give him an inch. Yep.
Imani swings, puts that round on the board to make it match point.
Again, Ace with the first pick. He was able to take out lucky number 7 there. Almost got Geo as well while he was trying to run away, but ends up getting put down by the Bucky. Yet another shotgun claims, yet another poor soul. But again, a really, really fractured buy coming in for the Blaze. They're just clinging on anything. That overdrive was a banner that they could perhaps rally behind, but it was put down.
Yeah, I mean, this map, you could see that Aesthetic was feeling that vibe.
Excellent. I
Thank you.
enjoyed that one.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, Imani taking out Tulips before she could use her Shrouded Steps to escape. 4v5 in
That's
favor
what
of
those
Aesthetic. 3 people flanking. Geo able to take out Vibe as they enter in. The defense have now become the attack as they enter into C. Imani sitting in that corner. Is able to take out Imani. Ace, however, trades it out.
Enemy remaining.
Oh, there's that teleport again. He's
And
able
now
to just
that is Cap is not able to stop the defuse. And the Blaze is able to hang on by the skin of their teeth for yet another round.
Aesthetic are still on map point here. At some point, somebody's gonna hit something, and the round is gonna swing in their favor. But Geo again, 2 more off of that overdrive. Lucky number 7, 1 off of his dimensional drift. Kozin has proven he can clutch, especially with that nightfall in his hands. That nothing is ever over until it's over. Not Yolk again with a judge again. He's gonna just rat in sewer, and he might just have the perfect read here.
Ace entering into A-Long is able to take down Lucky number 7. So far this game, Lucky number 7 has been supremely unlucky with those duels. That Nightfall coming through from Mezok to try and stop. That Not Yolk securing the spike down in A short. And it's bought his team enough time to try and take this. Now there's going to be an all-out duel in A short. Geo's able to trade out in
Phillips
favor.
has such a good work, but it was spotted out by Audi, who's been sitting in mid all round. Geo with an impossible task ahead of him.
So much for
But
recon.
Mezok
Mezok's
is able
there.
to find. Mezok is able to find Vibe there.
Enemy remaining.
And Gio's able to find that as Cap's head. Imani with a late flank. They know exactly where he is now. And Mezok cleans it up.
I'm out of here. Out of charges.
Neon's slide is so fun to watch, especially when he's able to completely evade every bullet that's going for where his head usually would be, but A, he's moving faster, and B, he's not there. He's a little bit lower, and well, that's two people he's managed to schmoove past, and yep, that's Neon.
If Aesthetic can get that bomb down, though, Jonesy does have his orbital strike online, which would be really helpful in securing the round there. That paired with Vibe's lineups, the double shock dart lineups, make it really difficult as the Blaze looks to try and find enough momentum to get to overtime here. Gio might have seen Ace already pushed into B, does find Not Yog's head, and also Gio's looking pretty dangerous for the Blaze here.
Player standing.
Unlucky timing on Tulips, and it's all up to Mezok. They're going to throw everything they can at him to try and secure this round, especially with Vibe having unfortunately disconnected for the second there. The bomb will go down by Imadi, and Mezok, all the way in A Heaven, has very little time to clear out everybody. And Ace, though,
Let's play.
Attackers win.
is able to swing through and annihilate him.
Ace has gone absolutely monstrous this game. Just the insta-lock Phoenix on Haven, dropping 34 kills. And of course, it's his aggression that's been winning them rounds. It's his aggression that won him that last round there, grabbing the 4-piece to close it out.
Yes,
the guy's a
you'll see.
monster.
You'll see that Phoenix has been just completely oppressive on Haven. It was already a good pick even before the buff, but now with those undodgeable flashes that Phoenix has turned into, his flashes have turned into, it's been difficult. So really well played by Ace, and he was just feeling himself this entire map.
He had 9 first kills. This guy has been running out, shooting somebody, and just prancing away and unpunished. He is just so good.
All right, we are going to be going into map 3 in just a second. We'll be right back.
And welcome back. I am not Cryo, because Cryo has decided to generously observe so that I don't have to. Our observer had to leave. So I am Chill the Rose, joining Potato Aim now to finish out map 3 of this set. And I've been just spectating, producing this whole time, and I'm very excited to be jumping in to help cast.
Excited to have you here, Chill. Take a little pressure off of me. The more experienced caster coming in.
Less experience than you'd think, but we are going to be getting into map 3 here of Ascent. Let's go ahead and hop right into that. Hopefully we don't crash on load, because that seems to be happening like once a series lately. But we are getting into Ascent here, which will be the third, an instant lock from Geo onto the Jet. Lucky number 7 as well, going with the Chamber. Kind of signature picks in a sense for both of these players, and they're going to throw them in immediately. No hesitation.
Yeah, and we'll see Hovers coming in from Not Yawk on KO. Pretty standard on his end. I know both from playing with him on the same team and also from observing him, he does like to play those initiator roles. See Vibe on Sova, also pretty standard. And Ace, again with that Phoenix. He dominated the last map on Haven on that Phoenix. So we'll see he'll be able to replicate it again on Ascent.
Yeah, 34 kills in that last map. Absolutely insane performance. Again, I got to see it, and seemed like he was getting a multi-kill every single round. Had the ace, had a couple of 4Ks, if I remember. Just absolute domination, and he's going to go for it again. And that might be what Aesthetic needs to get across the line here in map 3.
We'll see Hovers coming in from the Blaze. Mezok not trying to decide if he wants to play Astra or Omen. Tulips hovering Sova.
Choose your agent.
No one from Aesthetic has locked in yet, however. We may need another tech pause.
Well, they should at least lock when the timer runs out, if I remember.
Yes.
Since they at least picked an agent. There we go. Everybody gets locked in. We'll see the Astra coming out from the attack side of the Blaze. You know, on the defense, they're going to go with the Brimstone. So this is going to be a bit of an interesting call on the defense. We'll see if that Brimstone is forced to hover towards the middle of the map, or if they trust the Killjoy to lock down one side of the map, and so the Brimstone smokes can lock down the other. Could be a potentially devastating defensive side if their setups are good, if the smokes are strong. For the attacking side of the Blaze, Two initiators, of course, here to get into the sites with KO, of course, and the Sova. Bit of a neo-revolutionary pick in Sova to go back to Sova from the Fade. So we'll see how that works out in the hands of Tulips. Sakamata, no, Geo, previously Sakamata, also currently Da times 8. On the Jet, going to be expected to put up some frags here. Lucky number 7 probably going to be expected to put up some frags on the defensive side on the Chamber. Those two, the dynamic duo for this team, are at least expected to be, had quieter maps on map 2 on Haven, and that seemed to be a big reason why they couldn't come through with the 2-0. Looking to take things in 2-1 fashion. The winner of this match gets to play the Lucky 7s for the championship of the franchise face-off. So big map here as we get into the pistol.
See some early information get picked up on the side of Aesthetic with a first pick coming in from Lucky number 7 onto Ace, trying to take that early mid presence.
Want to split their way Cat through mid. They're going to run into Audie here, though. Are they expecting a single? They're not.
Audie backs off, knows that there's more pushing in from Cat. And Audie is able to take down another one.
Right here.
And Audie's just shut down both of the players I called out that were expected to be fraggers here. It's going to be on the rest of the team to try to get something done as Kozin gets forced back by the Trailblazer.
We'll see Jonesy still looking to hold down B site, still taking that mid presence, but all of his utility is still there. Audie in that spot, does get spotted out by Mezok as the rest of his team looks to push in. That is Cap, not able to stop the rush either, and neither is Vibe as they go in.
Yeah, this is spiked down. There's low health on all three of these players, but they're in the 3v1. Just so much over peeking. Jonesy also can't find anything there on the low health players. Has a ghost at least. Most of these players are one taps. It's definitely winnable, but Gonna be a difficult play to get back into the site.
Yeah, we'll see that 0 point coming through to detect where he is. They know he's heaven. Definitely heard him as well. And now Jonesy knows that one player is down in hell. Looking for that kill there. And now, however, not Yalk is able to trade out, putting that first round on the board for the Blaze.
See the advantage of the numbers advantage. Too many players to clear out for Jonesy, just no way to look in every single direction, and that comes off the back of some sloppy play from Aesthetic, really. Holding some overly harsh angles both on Cat and in Tree, complete one and done angles that do not get their one, and both players just get shut down. Yeah, they do damage, but damage isn't kills. And then Vibe as well over peaks, just the whole team really there, over peaking, trying to take duels they didn't need to, trying to take fights they didn't need to, put themselves in a bad position, and they drop the round. And it'll be Blaze to go into this second round with the weapon advantage, looking to go up 2-0.
We'll see that Guiding Light catch a little bit of information in A main as Geo looks to try an entry in. They know that his cap is trapped in back of generator and is unable to get out. Lucky number 7 taking down 2 with the Headhunter. Pretty difficult situation for the 2 left. Although Ace does have a Bulldog now.
Oh my goodness.
Not like it matters.
There we go. There's that fragging potential. The site opened up by Lucky number 7, really. Or not opened up, but closed down more than anything. Completely shuts down the retake. Takes 3 as they tried to come back into it. And I'll even take the 4th on the swing. Headshots to close the last 2. Dirty round from Lucky number 7. An expected win, of course, for the Blaze. They keep 3 alive, about what you'd expect. And they'll be going into this bonus round with 3 weapons up. They can probably throw the Bulldog over, let Lucky number 7 use that Headhunter. He's actually going to take the Spectre, perhaps instead. No, he's going to hand it over, yeah. He'll give it to Kozin. He'll use the Headhunter, which, of course, we've seen is a nasty weapon. They're going to give Geo the Bulldog, best weapon available. Meanwhile, for the defense, mostly full rifles, though that is Cap will be using just the Ares in this round. It isn't really in the typical position, but Ace has already found the first pick.
Yeah, and so you'll notice that Lucky number 7 has opted to go in for that investment onto the Vandal. So we'll see if he'll be able to find any value in it.
There's a huge fight for mid about to happen right here. This pop flash is huge.
Yeah.
Oh, he goes down!
Wall spam coming through, trying to find some picks here from both sides. And now it's just 2v5 left. Lucky number 7 and Tulips trying to find a little bit of something, anything, to get them onto a site. Guiding Light tells Aesthetic that there is still presence in A lobby, along with that Haunt and that Prowler.
Teleport's gone.
Vandal's still up for Lucky number 7, but they lost so many in mid. I think Not Yauk is going to pop flash them in. It just might have just gotten spammed, or maybe an arm or the tip of the flash poked out. Either way, on the flank now is Ace. Lucky number 7 has to 1v5 here if he wants to get anything done. He has found the first.
He is going to get pushed from multiple ends, but Ace cleans it up for Aesthetic.
I got a little nervous if Ace went down there, but nothing to come of it for Lucky number 7, but a couple of frags. He'll actually be pulling out the Tour de Force in this round. That's why the Vandal was invested in the last. Already 7 frags. Ace, though, countering with 4 in that round to get to 5 of his own. Early slugging from both sides here as we'll go into the 4th round. This should be the first full gun round, though. Cap and Audi for the defense of Aesthetic are going to be on weaker weapons, or at least weaker armor. Yeah, it'll be the weaker weapons that they opt for. We're gonna see this early pick again, duel between Geo and Ace potentially.
That early C's coming in to try and catch anybody who's sitting in tiles. There's a little bit of a gap in the nebula here. Oh, but the timing, Audi is able to see that Lucky number 7 is pushed all the way there. Sees just the corner of Ace, that flash coming through. Geo and Ace dueling it out. Geo wins that duel.
So a big win for the side of the Blaze. They get to open up some mid control, but they are being smoked off, and Cap wants to re-aggress through this smoke. We'll see if he can find anything he can. Just has to back away. Handled by the Blaze. They still don't really have mid control, but with so much focus from the defensive side, surely they can just take the extremities, and that's where they want to go. They want to go towards A. It's just Cap here to defend right now. If they catch the timing fast enough, they should have the site.
And Nebula coming through to smoke off Garden to allow the Blaze to entry in. That spray coming through from Geo to try and get the door closed. And now it's going to be a retake
He takes here.
for Aesthetic.
Yeah, numbers disadvantage, but they're here fast. Geo's low health. Okay, so is Cap. Got some tools to work with. They're going to have to put them to use.
Lucky number 7 finds 2 with the Tour, finds 4 with the Tour de Force.
I was talking about tools for the defensive retakers, but I guess I should have been talking about the Tour de Force of lucky number 7. Already on 11-2 through just 4 rounds. That's an average of 3K. Almost. Just
Almost
1 kill
every
short of a 3K round.
Almost.
Second 4K, I believe. This time doing it with the Tour de Force. Absolutely outstanding performance coming into that round, and that completely shatters the economy of Aesthetic. They are absolutely broke. Digging at the bottom of the barrel are a couple of the players. Get some judges, some shotguns, some specters, but otherwise, complete gun disadvantage.
Amadi trying to get a little bit of something there. Does take down lucky number 7 in the tiles. Aesthetic pushed, or excuse me, Ace pushed all the way up with that run it back. Is forced to go back to A.
Blaze have no control of any of the map right now. They've got to fight back through mid to get anything right now. They don't even... Okay, they are aware of Jonesy, but they're going to go down. Tulips, though, is found 2. Traded back again. Numbers go in the favor of the defenders, but make that tied once more.
Geo is looking to get a little bit of space mid. They still have control of the bomb, of the spike, as they entry into B. Vibe trying to get a timing here, but is forced to retreat back into market as he recognizes he has the weapons disadvantage with just the judge and wasn't able to get the timing there. Mezak goes on to site, and Geo closes the door to try and secure site. Doesn't know that Vibe has pushed through the door.
Oh, Geo trolled himself.
Is taken down.
Planted.
Just on to Kozin here with this Bulldog in the back of sight.
Doesn't know that Imadi has pushed all the way up with the Stinger. Isn't able to stop the defuse here.
There's really no utility available for the retake, but just the raw numbers doing the work. Kozin couldn't find an angle, couldn't find a first pick. They're going to let Audi run out and find a gun before they take this defuse through. And that should be the second on the board. And with the weaker weapons to come through for the side of Aesthetic, so they're making it count here. Lucky number 7 immediately shut down. The gun was able to be recovered. They had all of the map control. The Blaze were playing super passive. The run it back down A main gave them that extremity. They were heavily pressuring in mid. Jonesy completely just walked through B lobby uncontested. The Blaze get punished for not being diligent in their map control. Pay for it dearly with that round. They're going to be on a bit of a scrap buy of their own here. They're probably going to try to get Geo the Blade Storm, or they're just going to let him stick with the Vandal. Might still go for the Blade Storm so he can toss it over. It'll be him and lucky number 7 on the hero rifles. Rest of the team going to save up for the next round.
Does look like Aesthetic has had some sort of read here as they stack 2 towards A main, trying to get that control of orb, of that ult orb, excuse me. Ace getting ready to flash through and takes down Geo as he tried to escape. That guiding light showing that there is still somebody else in A lobby. Phillips is able to recover that Vandal from Geo's body, which is helpful.
Not out here is probably going to get shut down, or just take one himself. Has to take a second challenger, though. And that is Cap. Will, I think, flashed himself up a little bit too much there.
My right clicks don't work like that.
You didn't buy the DLC?
You want to find it?
We'll see that Cosmic Divide coming through from Mezok. as they look to make an entry into A. But Jonesy is able to come through and take it down. That was a quick retake on the side of Aesthetic.
Yeah,
Although they did have to burn that Nightfall to do it.
I don't know how I feel about that Cosmic Divide. It allowed a little cubby to tuck into for Jonesy. And it allowed the flash through as well. Sky, not the most usual pick on Ascent, but it's going to come in value here against the Astra Cosmic Divide for sure. On the side of the Blaze, we've seen twice now that they're two fraggers in, or expected fraggers at least, in Geo and Lucky number 7 have just been shut down without really getting much impact in the last 2 rounds. They haven't come up with any 1v1 victories early on. They're going to be on the Blade Storm for Geo here. Lucky number 7 has a full gun, actually has a really dirty angle here. Sees Ace's head.
Oh, does he see? Oh, he knows now. And Lucky number 7 is able to secure a pick as he rotates back over to join his team on B. Looks like they are going to make this hit. Mezok just sitting in the microwave, unfortunately, and had the bomb as the rest of his team entries it in.
Geo is able to updraft in B main and take out the site defenders, so they're going to be able to plant the spike here and get into a 4v3 post-plant retake, but that lockdown could be dangerous. It's going to force them to play back in the back of site or this very little back of lane.
We'll see the Sova ult coming from Tulips to try and buy a little bit of time and space for the Blaze.
Player standing.
Not Y'all comes from B main, and Geo comes in to secure the round.
A nice site take there. Well, we got the big frag that we needed from Geo. Lucky number 7 as well chipped in with 2. Well, really, I think it was 2 from both. But that big updraft kill over B main was very important. Vibe was getting away, had just managed to jump down back into site. Had he gotten away and been able to hold lane with the Odin, that push would have been nearly impossible, especially with the spike stuck on lane where it was. Instead, Geo with the big play, with the big updraft, takes down the last site defender. They're able to scrabble back to the spike and get on site. Now we've got some defensive aggression coming out from the side of Aesthetic.
Oh, yeah. But Justin Bucky isn't able to do anything with it, though. That is Cap is stuck and gets taken down.
Audi will get away with 1, but it's 2 down for the defense, and Vibe is just getting chased by Geo.
Looking for him. That Stim Beacon will come down to allow for a quick escape from Vibe. Geo's still looking for that kill.
I have never in my life seen a smoke in this position. This is pure fear. And it doesn't do anything. Like it's a terrible smoke, and it's not one you'd ever think of. Jonesy, though, actually might have just caught the angle on Geo. At least caught line of sight.
Yeah.
Oh, is unaware though.
That's
And
actually
that's a
pivotal.
free vandal for Jonesy.
Yeah, that's a gun upgrade. They don't know
Bot coming back.
where Audi is either, I don't think. So there's a potential in this retake. They have the orbital strike, which they're going to invest. There are 2 players in hell. They get forced out. 1 goes down. Both go down. The flank
Audi.
from Audi.
What a great retake on a half buy as I'm Audi brings those guns over to his teammates. Says, hey, take my gift.
Thrifty.
The thrifty round will come through, and that's just situational awareness not quite being present for the Blaze. Neither player in hell considered the possibility of an orbital strike, which was online for Vibe, and it was perfectly placed. I mean, playing battleships right there, sunk the aircraft carrier and maybe the patrol boat as well, the hardest one to find in that round.
See that?
Go ahead.
Sorry. I was gonna say, I just wanted to point out that we will see that tour de force coming out from Lucky number 7, as they are on this half buy, as they are on this full buy, trying to buy as much as they can.
We'll chime in with the first shot. Geo just 5 HP to live with, but takes 1 down. Ace, though, clean on the headshot, gets traded. Mid control thoroughly won, it looks like, for the Blaze here. If they wanted to ace split right now, it would just be Cap to defend it.
Geo was 1 shot. That was a difficult duel to win there. And Not Yalk in this very rat position in mid, taking up this space for the Blaze. And actually, that smoke from Vibe might actually help him either get out or take that space. That is Cap sees a couple pixels of Not Yalk's head, knows he's there, but they're both aware of each
Cap
other.
is... Oh, that just didn't bounce far enough. Cap is able to survive in the corner, but they know where he is. Surely this gets checked on. Tulips will take him down. Vibe, though, has gotten over to the site. He's going to have to hold things down with this Odin.
They know where he is, though. They see him. And that was a difficult situation for him to be in. Jonesy trying to make some space. Trying to stop the plan. Trying to do something. That Nebula coming through, making it even more difficult for him to enter onto site. Goes for the have and push. But we do have that Odin. And it does find him through that Odin spam onto his body.
We're getting really back and forth rounds right now. We saw, you know, early trades went in favor of the Blaze, but Cap with the smart play to just take an aggressive push, knowing that Geo would be on low health, hoping to find at least somebody, even the numbers back up, and did. Then Aesthetic lose the next 2, lose the next 3. The Blaze just roll onto site. They'll take a 5-4 lead. It's a narrow lead that's been a close map all the way through. Lucky number 7, by the way, 15-7 so far in this map. Has been red hot and is definitely a contributing factor to their success. Vibe wants to get aggressive.
Chew updrafting, trying to get a little bit of information mid. Doesn't see Vibe as he is pushed up close to the wall.
Look at this mid pressure that's coming in from the side of Aesthetic. They've got 3 players towards Tree, towards Cat, and they've got Vibe installed way deep here. The hit's actually going on the B site, though, and with Jonesy's utility completely shut down by the null command, this site should be open for the taking.
Yeah, Jonesy is stuck on site, not sure where to go. Does get absolutely obliterated by the Blaze. It is a full frontal assault coming into B, and now it's going to be a full retake. Ace armed with a judge, and his run it back goes through.
Not a whole lot to work with after that run it back goes down. He just had the judge. They have to find a way to get through this onto the site.
Not sure if they're aware that Geo's stuck in that corner.
They are.
Oh, they were. They sprayed him down through that wall. They are running out of time, though. Armed with inferior guns.
This round could be over, but the Blaze probably can't get off site here. They're probably going down with the ship.
That is pretty expensive for the Blaze, even though it is a win for them.
One enemy remaining.
Just padding the ultimate points at this point
Lucky number
for
7.
both sides.
Yeah, lucky number 7 just slips out with an exit there at the end. Keeps one gun up, but that is a blow to the Blaze's economy, but the round still won nonetheless. Their opponents, the Aesthetic, did invest into that round, so they don't have a full buy here available either. So ultimately, not really going to be... I don't think it's going to prove that impactful with the way the economy is looking. Just one round after this one. If the Blaze do lose out here, it'll be a little scrapped for a buy. Not Yauk will probably be on a weaker weapon, but they should it shouldn't be enormously disadvantaged for the attack side. Aesthetic. They've been going for some defensive aggression. That time it didn't quite work out. Completely whiffed on where their opponents would come from. See if they continue that this round. They've been playing through mid a lot, and it looks like they want to take some space again.
Take flight.
Yeah, that guiding light showing that there's a little bit of presence in mid. Ace does get one with the Bucky, but gets traded out. It looks like it is still going to be an A hit, though, but there is still 2 towards A in that smoke. And that regrowth coming through to get Vibe all the way up. They do need all of the utility help they can get.
Lucky
And
numbers.
they have the Seekers online. Geo gets one, but Vibe with the judge. Gets traded out, though, by Not Yolk. And they're able to make their way onto site. Now it's all up to Jonesy, armed with just a Guardian. And, however, Not Yolk is able to secure the round.
Some decent ideas again coming out from Aesthetic. Little bait and switch with the Bucky. Got them a kill. Got them a 1-for-1. Not always ideal, but in that situation, it will more than do, but you know, when you're on the lighter weapons, you'll take any trade you can get. Unfortunately, rifle was completely unrecoverable. Lucky number 7 was able to find a pick in mid as well. Slowly, things trickled in the Blaze's favor, and they didn't let themselves get caught up once they had the numbers advantage. It will be a full buy for both sides, save for Cap, who is, again, on the Ares, just, I guess, his favorite weapon in the game. And again, we see some defensive aggression as they want B main control this time.
We'll see that guiding light. Unfortunately, gets stuck and not able to find anything, but with that Ares spam coming through from on lane, forcing the Blaze to push off the site, and with that aggressive push on from Ace, they know they're not really trying to make too much headway. Still looks like it is a default, though.
Vibe's just gone down on Cat. Ready to get aggressive. His smoke went down, though, and he got punished for it. Jonesy had a free shot there, but I don't think he realized it. Ace gets caught on the off angle as well. This should be the B site available if they can get through Cap.
Yeah, Geo does get taken down, though, as he was very low health. And the Nightfall comes through
and
to catch Not Yolk.
I was completely wrong. They don't even want B. They're just going to walk into A, which should be open at this point. Cosmic Divide, a little less troll this time, it looks like. Yeah, as they're going to push their way into site. Cuts off Raptors. They are going to have to worry about a player in hell. Luckily for them, there's nobody there. We'll see if they pay it any mind. All 3 players here for the retake quickly. They do have the lockdown, which they're definitely going to put in immediately, and there's no Sova ult this time to counter it, so they've got to either push up or get off site.
iBody finds the lurk coming up Cat, and now it is all up to Tulips. As she gets caught by the lockdown, they're going to be looking for her now. Not sure where she is. No one is getting on Spike, though, and unfortunately that lockdown now.
Oh, what a shot!
What a shot!
Deploying drone.
Drones out for a little bit of info, is able to tag unsuccessfully. Oh, the Ares spam.
Oh, that's heartbreaking for Tulips. I think she had that round if she lands the tag with the owl drone, or just dismissed it a little sooner. Also had a recon dart available, but got hurried into a peek because of the missed tag. Almost pulled that off. They lost track of where she was. They must have thought she was even deeper in A main or something. It looked like Audie had the angle, just couldn't get the duel. A nice, kind of insane flick, really, out of Tulips. But
yeah,
it will be that
really nice shots.
Yeah, it'll be that 5th on the board for Aesthetic. They go into the pistol round here in the second half. They're down in score, and they're going into the, believed harder half here. So I think the pistol round here would be a huge benefit, a huge boon, and really boost their chances of taking this map. If they drop it, they're going to be finding themselves down, 5-8, maybe 5-9 pretty quickly, and that's a difficult scoreline when you're on the attack side. But they do have that Phoenix to work with. Ace has been a bit quiet lately, but could turn it on at any time, especially with that Phoenix on the attack, as they are taking full control of B main here.
Forced to retreat off that, but the gravity well does stop the advance into B. Not sure if you're aware that Cap is in that left corner there.
I'm not sure how much it matters. It's just him and Jonesy to try to make things back. Jonesy can get healed up, but is barely still alive, and Geo is just catching his shoulder. He's just gonna walk forward. The heal can't be punished. No! Shot!
What a flick! A full 180 on the part of Geo to secure that round for the Blaze.
I mean, that's absurd. Okay. He hits those, as we all know. Just Geo things. He's not even top fragging on this team. Lucky number 7 is still 20-8, by the way. It does look like the side of the Blaze isn't going to invest too heavily. Just Not Yalk so far is bought out. Okay, Tulips will also go for the Spectre. This could be a potential spotty buy, though. If they can recover one of these 2 Spectres, can Aesthetic, then this is a round they have a really good chance in.
Looks like it is going to be a contact up into A.
Lucky number 7 heavily tagged up early as well.
That's some nice shots again from Geo. As they take all of that mid control, comes into Cat. Mezok putting down some stars to try and stop the advance here. And with the other team really armed with classics, there's not much you can do.
Yeah, things should be in safe hands now. That's been a nice stink from Jonesy. Maybe not. do have a 5v3 advantage. See if Gio's cognizant enough to not repeat, just tanks a swarm grenade to the chest. Does get pushed back by it. He wants to still take this fight, though. It's only a Vandal he gives over if he goes down. But numbers, there's still 2 players low on the defense. This round should be pretty much done and dusted, but there's still chances here. There's still opportunities. They could somehow pinch these 2 A players, take them both down without losing anybody, recover that Spectre. That would be very, very dangerous for the Blaze. They've got more
They
rotators
are running
coming
out
in
of
this
time,
direction.
though, however, and there's 4 people stacked onto A. 5 now. And they know where one of them is. Jonesy is able to pick up one of those Spectres, but they're rapidly running out of time. They have to either die or get the plant down for this round to mean anything. It's going to be pretty difficult for that. He's Cap, and that is almost a flawless round for the Blaze.
And that is just time running out on them. If they had had a little bit more time, if Jonesy had had some time to possibly walk up ramp instead, or of having to break the glass, clear some more angles, could have found some value with that Spectre. But, you know, time was playing to the advantage of the defenders. They had the read on where their enemies were. They had the 5 stack there. They handled things safely, even with the low health players. They'll take their 9th. They go into their bonus round here. Only a few weapons, but lucky number 7 on the Headhunter, and Gio will be on the Sheriff. Both, I mean, they've hit some shots in the past couple of rounds, past couple of maps, really, both of them. And we see lucky number 7 already pushing up. I think found the head there, actually. It was just through the corner of the wall.
I don't think it... Yeah, I think he did take a little bit of damage there. Not Yok, however, is able to take the Lurkin from Ace down. That is Cap taking a little bit of space into mid.
Now there's just absolutely no map control on the extremities right now, but Jonesy finding Not Yao gives them a chance back into this round. The A site is available at this point. Cap is probably foregone and dead. He is.
He is.
But the rest of the players should be able to get onto the site if they can take down Kozen here cleanly, which they do.
Gravity well. Not able to really stop the push there.
Kozen going down. It's a clean 3v3 on the retake here. It's pretty much full weapons in the hands of most of these defenders as they're coming to retake.
I'm looking to find an angle here with that incendiary.
And they just can't get out of rafters. Gio would have to make an absolute hero play, but he's capable of it. He's found the first.
It is up to Gio. Vibe ratting around dice. Gets spotted by Gio. Not like it really matters because Jones shuts him down. A much needed round for Aesthetic.
Gio is like 2 pixels off of clutching that round. Almost took down Vibe. I'm not joking. Almost took down Vibe. Kind of flicked to Jones as well. There was a chance there. Thankfully for the side of Aesthetic, they come up with the round. It's messy. They only keep 2 alive. They're going to be bringing 2 Ares into this round. I cannot understand why anyone would ever want to use that gun, but that's just my opinion.
It's not that bad.
On the defensive side, it's going to be Gio with the operator. Full rifles across the board. Look, if you miss 1 bullet with the Ares, you're just screwed. Oh, no way he gets away with that. No way he gets away with that.
You should run.
Just Gio things.
I mean, there's still some value to jet opping, and we see it right there. As the lockdown's going to come through, they're going to try to get their way onto A. We'll see if they can get through. Maybe not.
Spike down.
I'll talk about the jet thing after the round, as they are just getting completely locked out of sight, even though they're the ones with the lockdown in play. These players are not looking at each other.
Oh my gosh, that timing. Ace is, however, able to secure that. Oh, Tulip's unfortunate. But that entry into Tree, excuse me. Now it's just quiet across the board as they look to make entry into A.
Ace is taking all this space in Tree, so it's just going to be on Kozen here in Hell to see if he can get anything done. Slow down the spike plant. Gio, though, is lurked back up.
Oh,
if he can catch an
the
angle with that
Titans
operator,
catch.
or Kozen can just
Mezok.
catch an angle from Hell.
Mezok is stuck in Hell, though.
He just wants to run him
Ace
down.
is he is trying to overheat here. Oh, but takes down the operator. And cleans it up with a 4K onto Not Yolk. Again, another great round for Aesthetic. Another much needed one.
What? No, no, just no. Full run and gun takes down Geo. He's against an op, so I get that. But then just like 30 bullets into a spray, Not Yolk can't take him down. Oh, that's a tragedy or a comedy, and I can't decide which. It might just be both.
You know, sometimes it can be both. You can laugh at somebody's pain.
Let's fly.
For Aesthetic, though, again, you were saying that's a big round for them to get back to. Ace maybe heating up here in the second half. It's his first 4 kills, but he's got the run it back, and he wants to storm straight through mid early. Gonna take control of Cat here. It'll see if he can find the first, and he just will run down Not Yolk.
But Geo shuts him down, sends him all the way back to his body. Lucky number 7 taking up as much space as possible. It is forced to rendezvous out. And it looks like it is going to be an A take. As Jonesy entries onto site, the other 2 members of his team not following. And now the spike is down on a site.
This is horribly disjointed. Ace is not even there yet either. He's probably going to find a free kill onto Tulips at least. If he can find both Geo and Tulips.
And,
This round's back in hand.
Yeah, lucky number 7 is 1 health. And 5 just shuts them both down.
Okay, I mean, that was the round that happened. Aesthetic absolutely
round.
blew their opportunity to take onto the site. Nobody followed up on the initial hit, and then they got punished. The Blaze had the 4v2 advantage, but nobody even remotely aware of the potential that somebody could be coming up Catwalk. Ace just completely shuts down, too. Apparently, he's got his Minecraft parodies. TNT must be blasting in his earphones, and it's just hyping him up for the kills. That's a 3K there now. 7 in the past 2 rounds for him. He's shooting up the scoreboard, shooting up the leaderboard. He's really showing...
Trying to find somebody on this aggressive peak here. But lucky number 7 is forced to rendezvous out after taking that fight.
Well, it's right here.
Aesthetic takes early control of mid and A main. They want to go for an A split again. I don't think they've hit B yet, but at least not since the pistol round. Lucky number 7, though, wants to re-aggress here. Has the rendezvous anchor. Should be able to find at least one here.
I'm Audi jump spotting to get a little bit of information in mid, seeing if there's any sort of aggression from CT. Vibe sees him, somehow tags him while jumping. And lucky number 7 at 2 health now. Pretty dangerous, but it doesn't really matter as there is that numbers advantage in favor of the Blaze.
Aesthetic missed their window to capitalize on that mid and A control. They could have transitioned that into A pressure, but they wanted to re-explore B. And Ace gets punished for it by Tulips. They get punished in mid as well. They've lost the numbers advantage. They don't have smokes either. Their controller player is down. It's going to be difficult to get into the site here, especially if they want to go B.
You sprang into that nebula there. Nobody from the Blaze really has to move until they try to entry into site, as there is 15 seconds left on the clock. They have to make a quick entry. Jones trying to make some moves here. Gets headshot, but Geo
Down B.
is seized and taken down. Lucky number 7 cleans it up.
Yeah, again, just those 2 picks end up paying off for the side of the Blaze. They just absolutely stifled that initial attempt. Or they didn't even stifle that initial attempt to hit. Aesthetic just didn't take advantage of the control they had. They were too nervous to push through some smokes or flash through some smokes, and they paid for it. When they tried to re-explore alone, they relied on Ace to try to make a big play, but ends up getting picked off. And with Phoenix down, they didn't really have an answer for the rest of the Blaze there. And they go for early mid fights. They're gonna
It
take
looks like it's going to be
control.
a cat push. Probably into A here. As those Seekers come out, you know Geo's there. They're coming in through mid into market. And now it's a cross between Tulips and Geo. Tulips swings out, and so does Geo. Each of them taking down 1. And now it's just a tough situation for Jonesy, and for that is Cap.
Yeah,
We see
walking deep into mid like this, super dangerous. hate it
Yes.
when you walk in mid like this is 5. It is one of my Valorant pet peeves. As Cap and Jones just try to run. Geo not letting that happen. Gets flashed again, doesn't seem to care. Goes to the classic. Of course he lands the right click. Why wouldn't he? It's a flawless
Again.
round and a 4K for Geo.
My right clicks do not work like that. What is the secret?
I don't know, but absolutely just got bottled up there to the side
Yeah.
of aesthetic. It's tempting to want to take that deep mid control, but and they did it well to get past the initial hurdle, but too many players there. They didn't take time to clear the players out on steps, on patio, on the B site. They didn't really have any util left. Too many players push too deep. They get caught by both of those players, go down, find themselves in a 3v5 that quickly becomes a 2v5, and that's just an unwinnable round. There's no fallback plan when the mid hit falls apart, as this time they're just going A.
Oh, Tulips with the blight spray onto Ace. It's just chaos on site. Full frontal assault onto B, and they have taken it, and the spike will go down. So much utility just being thrown onto site and out of it.
Yeah, nobody's taking any time here. This is just an instant retake.
Yeah, it really is. Oh,
Adi?
gets shut down by Amadi. That is Cap armed with just a Bucky, but lucky number 7 puts the 27th kill for him on the board.
Fast
Say
hit.
that could say that lucky number 7's a tour de force. I'm really proud of myself.
Does anyone have fun? Let's see.
Aesthetics fast hit there at least got them the spike down in the save round, so a consolation prize, but in a time at this point where the score, you're now against match point, they really need rounds. They could have used that one, they can't come up with it, they couldn't really find that many picks getting on the site, instead just a 1-for-1 with Tulips, which isn't enough for them to really take map presence. They're gonna try to pull out the offensive op Brimstone here. They want to take A and mid control once again.
A little bit of information that it's A from that 0 point from Not Yulk as well. So they do know that they are leaning towards A. Lucky number 7 is forced to rendezvous out. Mezza gets caught out by the orbital strike.
Vibes orbital strikes are insane. What in the world?
Just really well educated. Nightfall coming through to try and take site entry, but Not Yulk shuts down. That is Cap.
That's a pivotal pick. Oh, but that's also a pivotal pick. They're going to try to shut down the planter. Things are going to reset. Things are going to reset into this retake. As we try to talk over each other 3 straight times. Yeah, this should be the retake, and I'll let you take the cast on the play-by-play as we finish out this round.
There is that lockdown online for Jonesy, but that is no longer online as I'm Audi just tries to find Tulips. Tulips
No
takes
way.
it, and that will be the round that wins the Blaze the map. And now they will move forward to face Lucky 7. What a well-played game on both sides.
What a way to have that in. Tulips got headshot by Imadi there, but it just didn't do enough damage because it was through a wall. An unfortunate moment. A huge clutch still by Tulips to be able to take the damage, swing back out, find the headshot herself. You know, didn't have any huge rounds, no big 4Ks, but had the most important round of them all, closing out the 13th and final round for the side of the Blaze, who take the map 13-8 and take the series 2-1. Their up lower bracket run that started several rounds ago is now made its way to the grand finals. They will get to take on Lucky Sevens for the championship here in the first ever franchise face-off. I don't know if we're gonna make a thing out of this, but you know, I hope.
It's been a really great series out of these two teams, just back and forth, and no team really completely dominating the other. Been a great match to watch.
It has been, and it'll be the Blaze going on to face Lucky Sevens in grand finals. They will have to contend with the ban advantage being in the favor of Lucky Sevens. They'll get the first 2 bans and the first pick in that best of 3 will the Lucky Sevens. For their advantage of going through the upper bracket, because we don't want to deal with the prospect of a bracket reset. We're not going to bring you guys 2 BO3s for the grand finals. So it'll be the Blaze going on. Congratulations to them taking this. They are just 1 match away potentially from taking things away, but they're going to face an opponent who hasn't lost yet in Lucky Sevens. That will all come to you. I believe we are expecting it to be on Thursday. We don't have an official schedule yet, but that is the word on the street. We are bringing you that match hopefully on Thursday. That'll be the final map of the franchise face-off, and then I think the next time you'll see us will be, well, I don't know if it's been announced yet, so I don't know if I can say that. Nolan
I
needs
can't
to
confirm nor
announce.
deny.
Nolan needs to announce something. So for now, I'll say the next time we'll see you is we have a Spike Rush tournament coming up this weekend, and we'll probably bring you a bit of a casual, more lighthearted stream. Probably won't have strict caster setups for that one. We'll bring you whatever games of that we can. Thank you guys for joining us here tonight. I am Childerose, Potato Aim, and Cryo have cast for you guys. Potato Aim still with me, of course. Cryo also observed. Fox observed the first 2 maps. I have also been on production all night. Thank you guys so much for joining us. On behalf of the VDC, have a great night.